Good morning, or actually good early afternoon. It's a Sunday, Sunday of Labor Day weekend here, which means you'll hear a lot of motorcycles going by because there's something about the road I live on, which is in the country, that cyclists love. So hopefully not too many, and hopefully if I add a little music to this, it'll help drown that out. This is a Barbie. This is a Silkstone Barbie, and I've had her a few years. Now, as you know, I'm a collector of a lot of things, but I'm a collector of dolls fairly recently, since 2021, when I fell in love with customized Blythe dolls. 18 Blythes later, I think I've reached the end of my need to collect, and they're incredibly expensive now. I mean, ridiculously so in some cases, even though I know they're works of art. And I have, since I started to collect, I branched out to a couple BJD dolls, a couple other kinds of dolls. I've done a couple face-ups on dolls. I collect Jean Marshall dolls and fashion dolls and Ellen Wild fashion dolls. And I have this girl. She's a Silkstone Barbie, reproduction of an original girl with the things I love about the original Barbies: the ponytail and the very sort of stylized face. This is what I grew up with. Now, I said that I'm an older collector, and I am, and that means that I remember the first Barbie coming out. Yes, I do. Now, I was very, very young, and my mother thought I was way too young to have a Barbie, so I didn't get that doll, but I obsessed about her, as everybody I knew was getting Barbies all the time. And the Sears Christmas catalog was full of them, and I poured over that every year. Finally, a few years later, I did get a Barbie, and it was a platinum bubble Barbie, bubble cut. And I eventually got a skipper, and I had the car, the Austin Healey, and I had a Barbie house, which was made of cardboard, and I had, what else? A Barbie case that I wallpapered and made hanging lights out of Dixie cups and pipe cleaners, and I was all in. I played Barbies with a lot of my friends, and I played with my friend Kay, who lived down the next block, whose parents were my godparents. We played Barbies endlessly. I have pictures of us playing Barbies. Anyway, eventually, I got older, and my sisters got my Barbie. And whatever happened to her after that, I don't know. She's gone. So I got this girl because this is what I remember as Barbie and what I really like. I like her face much better than the more modern faces. I just do. To me, there's no comparison. Now, Silkstone Barbies are made out of a special kind of plastic that looks almost porcelain-like, and I think they're a little heavier than the standard Barbie of today. And this line, I don't know, someone will probably be able to answer this in the comments or comment on it, but I think it was in existence for several years and then stopped in 2020. No more Silkstone Barbies, and they're really beautiful. And then it started up again, happily enough, in 2024. So a Barbie that was if you try and get a vintage Silkstone now, they're pretty pricey. I mean, they're worth it, but they're pretty pricey. And I was aware, on my feed, I follow Bill Greening, who used to work for Mattel, and I'm going to just make a little editorial comment here. They let him go recently. I do not know why. I mean, I think it's ridiculous. He worked there for years. He was so instrumental in that world and the world of collectors of modern Barbies, and had a hand in really, really good stuff. So I don't understand that, but he announced a new Silkstone Barbie was coming out, and this one I think he was a part of, and she was called Modern Art Barbie, and I ended up ordering her, and she just came yesterday. So let me show you to her. There's a motorcycle. Get out of here. Here she is. Look at this face. Isn't she gorgeous? Here, I'll take my little other Barbie out for a minute. And here's the girl. She is so beautiful. This is a recreation of a doll that was out in the line. I'm not sure what year she came out, but probably in the early 60s. And she had this dress and shoes and a bubble cut. Now, the picture on the box, I think I have it here, shows, oh, hang on here a second. That's the picture on the box. That's the way bubble cuts used to look. I remember them as being, my bubble cut as being rather sort of coarse in texture. I don't think it was as smooth or silky as this one is, but this is the look they publicized it with. And this bubble cut, as you can see, is a little curlier. Now, I know that there are people out there that would rather it was what it was on the box, but I'm perfectly happy with this. It's smooth, it's beautiful, it's actually a little bit more interesting than a bubble cut, I think. Anyway, this is the dress she wore. And it's so gorgeous. Look at that green with her Titian hair. I mean, it's just stunning. Now, the premise being that this was a Barbie that was an artist, and excuse my hand there, and made art. And so with her came, hold on, this painting signed by Barbie. So this is the Modern Art Barbie. She's really stunning, I think. Look at her. Little downcast look to her eyes. Beautiful green dress. She has a bow on the back that I'm not going to show you because I had to remove the dress to get the plastic off the doll that was under it, and I retied the bow not very well. But I don't care because I'm not going to see it. Let me show you her here next to this girl. There they are together. You see, this girl's got a side look to her eyes. This girl has one too, but she's a little looking downward a little more, and her eyebrows are different. You see, this one has the original brows, and this one has like something that came along just a little bit later. But essentially, that same look that I like. I don't really like the look of modern Barbies. There's a couple out there that I think are really cool, but I'm sure it's just a personal thing because this is what I was raised with, so this is what I know. But this is my new girl, and they've done a beautiful job with her. Thank you, Mattel, and thank you for quick shipping. FedEx was a little late getting it to me, but it arrived last night at 9 on a Saturday night, which was very weird. Anyway, I'm thrilled with her, and 2 new girls in my collection, and I think they are going to live, right there on the desk. Because this seems to have become fashion doll area up here in the office study. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.